Sorry about that. As a film director, you get people calling your phone early in the morning, and it's rude and disrespectful. And I don't like when idiots call early in the morning, especially when I'm filming. Got to show some respect. So, like I was basically saying, these morons who tell you it's impossible to get out of the friend zone are people who got out of the friend zone. Because if you see someone get out of the friend zone, you ask yourself, if it's impossible to get out of the friend zone, how do you get out of the friend zone? So you can't listen to what everyone says or what anybody thinks, because you're going to get a lot of people that are going to tell you a lot of stuff and it ain't true. And some of the most beautiful, attractive women that are 8s, 9s, and 10s are most definitely going to reject you and put you in the friend zone. And a lot of times you have to understand what are the reasons why you got put in the friend zone. Was it because you're fat and out of shape? Was it because you're too short? You're not physically, sexually attractive? Was it because you ain't got enough money and resources? Or was it because you were just simply too nice? Now, I do believe that this works both ways. Men also put women in the friend zone too. Fat women, guys that don't like having sex with fat women. That's 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds. There are guys that put women in the friend zone too, but nobody really makes videos in documentaries or in other forms of media about why men put women in the friend zone. It's always women put men in the friend zone. And to me, it's a two-way street. It works both ways. Now, in order to get out of the friend zone, you have to put in some hard work and dedication. You got to go from the friend zone to the end zone. I'm going to repeat again. You got to go from the friend zone to the end zone if you want to get out of the friend zone. Hard work and dedication. Now, when some people look at that, they look at that as, well, I want to make it to the top. And unfortunately, in the black community, we have something that we call the crabs in the bucket mentality, where you got a crab trying to get out of the bucket and another crab pulls that one back down on the bucket. You get what we call player haters. Guys that don't want you to succeed. Guys that don't like competition. Guys that are scared of competition. Guys that will come up with 150 excuses on why they don't even want to see you get out of the friend zone. See, you got to think about it. We're in a competitive world and in a competitive environment where there's winners, there's losers. There's champions, there's contenders. There's wannabes, and then there's people who wish they could be someone. And you have to understand the difference between the four categories. And when you're dealing with a competitive person, 9 times out of 10, they don't want no one being too competitive. They want to get all the beautiful, attractive women for themselves. And most commonly, when they tell you you can't get out of the friend zone, they make it sound like it's a jail sentence. It's like a death sentence. Those are guys that are a bunch of morons and a bunch of idiots that don't know what they're talking about. If you see a guy get out of the friend zone and he's dating supermodels and Hollywood actresses and he tell you you can't get out of the friend zone, he has to be an alpha male. Because only an alpha male can tell you if you have a chance to get out or don't get out. But if it's a beta male, you don't listen to him. If it's an idiot moron that's on the internet, or he wrote a magazine article, or he just say it at complete random, don't listen to him, because most of these people don't know what they're talking about. They just want to hear themselves talk because they want some attention. And pretty much this was me explaining the science of it. It's a two-way street. There are guys who put girls in the friend zone. There are women who put men in the friend zone. Now, you could say that women do it more to men 80% of the time, and about 20% of the time men do it to 80% of the women. So you got men that are rich and famous, right? Celebrities, rock stars, right? They most commonly put low-class women in the friend zone. So don't be listening to that bullshit when it works both ways.